Hello, Spire crew. Welcome back to Spire U. Here it's time for Spire me to play the silent to victory. I mean, hopefully, we'll see. Silent doesn't seem to be my highest win rate, but I do really like playing them. Card to obtain, potions, bunch of money, boss swap. A lot of early shop options seem to suggest the 250 gold option to me. Some rough early paths. If we get a really nice early shop, we could go Campfire Elite here, but that does take us through 2 elites. And we are going to take a bunch of damage at the start here. Ideally, the shop money helps us avoid taking damage in the future by giving us cool stuff that we like. Are we ever going this way? No, that's 4 hallway fights and no campfire and no shop for an elite. Or at this shop, but still, so we're not going this way. In that case, I think this seems like the best path. We get 1 question mark before a shop. Let's make it happen. So we just gotta get through these little slimes first. We could strike, defend with our 3 energy. But we could also neutralize. This thing's gonna weaken us. We want to kill this next turn, and we're probably going to get our survivor. So I think it makes sense to full block with 2 defends. We could neutralize this, play 2 strikes, and just take 2 damage, but I think we're okay to full block. And I'm actually going to play neutralize over here, because 1 strike will only do 4 damage after we're weakened. So let's make sure we can blast that down in the future. And so we play 1 strike, and then we just kind of hang out. We are frail, which is a bummer, so we'll play our defend and get a couple of strikes out there. The slime is a nuisance, but I'm not going to go to any great lengths to get it out of there. And do I want to block 2 damage? I'm getting 1 strike for sure next turn. Don't know that I'm getting another. But I'm going to believe. It's not debuffing us, yeah, so it's probably decent odds it does that. Now, either we draw an attack, or we draw a handful of useful things that aren't attacks, or we draw a bunch of slimes, but we got attacks. I'll take a quick slash to start out. You play it, it does damage. Oof, I wish we had a card with 10 or more damage so that we could get this money. But I guess we're going to remove a strike and take some damage to do it. A little low on health here. Okay. We could get a dead branch, which is a great way to get a lot of cards, but it doesn't do much for us right now, and we have to survive these elites. A dead branch and a cunning potion would do a lot. But we could get a dead branch and an infinite blades, right? 359. So Twisted Funnel is a clear, strong choice. 4 poison to all enemies is just a lot of damage right now. What's our boss? Guardian. Am I trying to win, or am I trying to do the thing that seems the most fun and might also be good for winning? So if we did Twisted Funnel, what else would we do? We might still do Infinite Blades and maybe remove another strike. We don't have a ton of good options for the rest of our money after that. Let's give this a shot. I think this could actually be quite good. So Dead Branch, whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card into your hand. That was an event, so we'll take 2 fights into this campfire. Let's take 2. We might have to heal at the campfire, but Dead Branch has exhausted. When we exhausted our Cinder's Bane, we got a Flying Knee. Okay. I'm fine not playing a strike in order to play an Infinite Blades. And now Dead Branch is going to really start to happen. So every turn we're going to exhaust a Shiv and get a random card. Then we'll just play the rest of our stuff because we got a bunch of energy from Flying Knee. 1,000 cuts is cute, but I think these strikes will do the trick. Attack potion is nice. God, not accuracy. Just take a choke. It's a card that does damage. Hopefully we don't draw our infinite blades, but I think we still do the option that does the most damage this turn. Worked out. I think I'm gonna do that, and that, and do I want to block one? Do I think I can successfully block one and still kill it? I'm gonna give it a try. Dead Branch is gonna give us a few options here with the Shiv and now the die. Yeah, we got this. Thanks, Dead Branch. And we got a backstab. I'll take an after image. It's a little early for one, but I'll give it a shot. So, if I'm up against two elites, I would really like to upgrade, but I feel like I gotta heal. We could also try the super. That seems risky. And we're going to 2 events, and there's a lot of events that take your health. So, in Act 1 anyway. So I feel like I ought to just play it safe. Okay, we got some options here. I think Infinite Blades is a must. I'd like to play Afterimage, but I think the best way to block against Gremlin Knob is to kill it. Alright, Shivs, give me something I like. With 2 0-cost attacks and 3 strikes, this might be a good time to Liquid Memories a choke, actually. Because we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So it's 15 damage. Plus 12, so it's 27 damage for that potion. Then these will do 18, 21, 25. So 52 damage puts us in a real good spot here. I'm gonna do that. Plus the Shiv will give us a random other card. Alright. It's not really relevant, but it could have been. We're not going to kill it next turn without something else good. So let's... A dash does more damage and it blocks for us right now, but a dagger throw draws us 1 more card next turn because all of these are pretty useless. So let's do this. I think it gives us the best odds of killing it next turn. So now we draw 1 extra card that isn't that next turn. We got our Shiv. Alright, please give me something good. There we go. Extra health when we rest and a weak potion. So we used 2 potions, but we used them to pretty good effect. I'll take a dagger throw. I don't think we need another choke right now. Wow, Eternal Feather. So our healing is going to be off the charts. Kunai. Alright. Alright. Play 3 attacks, get dexterity. Very nice with Shivs. We can't take 23 damage here, right? We can't go into an elite at 21 with only 1 potion. We just can't do that. Alright, we'll lose 6 max HP like normal. If we were a little stronger, give it a shot. But we get our Infinite Blades in play. We could start the fight now and gain 1 dexterity, but I think we can do better. Hey, Sneaky Strike. Oh, it's not active anymore, right? Next turn, we've got a power. Sure, I guess we'll play an accuracy. Yeah, let's get our power in play next turn. And then we can gain a dex and play our attacks. See what this gives us. Ooh, alright. Which one of these do we most want to draw again? It's the one that does more damage, I think. And we've got this Adrenaline, which we could play now. But we could also save it for the next time we draw it. This fight's going to take a little bit. It's a nice neutralize. Envenom would be kind of neat. If we get one more dex, this is 10 and 7. And I like full blocking. Oh wait, we didn't even need to play that defend. Oh well, we didn't have much else to do. Alright, I would like a block card, so I'm actually going to play this before Envenom or Choke. I'm going to do Envenom here. I think it's going to do more damage than Choke in the long run. So we'll take 16. Could have done a weak potion there, but we're going to heal up just by going to this campfire. And we might want the weak potion in this phase. Alright, I'll lose a defend. Give me some card options. Ooh, a Wraith form. These block pretty well. It tried to remove our dexterity, but it didn't do a very good job. But if we Wraith form, we're almost certainly fine, yeah? Because that blocks next turn. No defend needed. We have an after image. There we go. So yeah, I think Dead Branch Infinite Blades was a good choice. I wasn't sure if it was a good choice or just a fun choice, but I think it was a good choice. A Skewer helps us always put energy into attacks if we want to. A Dagger Throw helps us keep drawing through a deck that gets increasingly bloated. Or we could say, we could skip. Got 3 new attacks and an Infinite Blades. I think we've got enough damage. Skewer is nice with Kunai though, because you can play it for 0 energy, so I'm going to take it for that reason. Alright, this is a little spooky. Well, we'll kill this one. Then we'll just block for 5 and Skewer for 0 to get the dex. Then we're taking 10. I don't think any of these are worth weakening right now. So we'll take 10, but we're frail and weak. Hopefully we can stabilize from here. So take another 5. I don't know. I might want to weaken this after all. This might take a few turns. But really, this is just going to block 2 for turn if I'm not attacking it. Is 2 for turn really worth a potion? And the answer is, I mean, if we're taking 5 per turn and we don't have any health, maybe. We're not blocking very good next turn. Alright, here we get an after image. Now we can start shivving it up. I'd love to play the footwork, but I don't know if I can afford to spend an energy on that. Give me that extra dex and survivor. Now we just take 0. Cloak and Dagger is going to be really nice. It exhausts the Shiv for Dead Branch, and it's an extra attack for Kunai. So if we choke this, then we play 3 more cards and they both die, and we're fully blocked. And we get the dex. Alright, we're through the fight. The weak potion did save us a little bit of health, not much, but we needed it. So this would be So if we do this, when it receives attack damage, it gains 2 strength. So if we played the skewer, let's just do this. Let's get it down to 13. So now it's just going to attack for 9 every turn, but we ought to be able to kill it here. Yep, there we go. Deadly poison for scaling damage. Acrobatics to help us sift through the random stuff that Dead Branch will put in our deck. Kind of early for an acrobatics, but there are some cards we might really like. Alright, we're going to get healing here and at the next one. Let's make Infinite Blades a turn 1 thing. We know we've got Dead Branch coming, so we want to play it in pretty much every fight. But maybe not turn 1 every fight, but we like to have it here. Yikes. This thing attacking for 18, it hurt. We do get our After Image and a Skewer and a Kunai proc, so we get 1 dexterity. Okay. Well, this sucks. If we so 9 damage and then 1 attack, so that's 13, and it loses 3 HP. So 16 damage takes it to 36. Does not split it. I'm actually just going to play 3 strikes, because playing 3 cards gives us the dexterity and it blocks with After Image. So we take 9, and that's a big bummer. Do I want to split this turn? Does it go down to 34, which does split it. Yeah, I can split this turn. Ooh, this is fun. Storm of Steel. Well, this draws a card, so I'll play it. Because it gives us enough... Wait, no. That costs 2 energy. I'm a big fool. I'm a big fool that shouldn't... But at least I get a couple of Kunai procs. So my dexterity is up to 4. Which is good, because we're being attacked for 20. Anything I want to draw? Yeah, Survivor. Okay. We are blocked. It's going to be a lot easier to block now. We get the Survivor coming up. Let's get one of these going. Okay. Takes two attacks to destroy that. So let's just Piercing Wail. And we can just Piercing Wail again. And unload for a bunch of damage. Works for me. And get our free Kunai proc. Alright. Every fight is going to be kind of weird with all these random cards being added to our deck, but I think we are getting through it just fine. With all this dexterity that we can get eventually with Kunai, a dodge and roll starts to look really nice. Now, can we beat Guardian with 24 health? And what does it take to do it? Upgraded After Image lets us play it on turn 1, which would be nice, but I think we might need to deal damage on turn 1. We do have a Fire Potion, which makes us a lot more confident that we can get a good split. Neutralize is nice defensively, but I might take a Skewer here. I just want to make sure that we can get good splits throughout the fight. Alright. Infinite Blades, Strike, and Strike. And next turn we just hope to draw some damage. Or get given some by Shiv. Alright, if we choke and then After Image Shiv, that's 12, so 18 from this, 22. Then our Fire Potion does it. Alright, so So we got both our powers in play. We've made it into phase 2. We don't have any dexterity, but we do have our after image. So let's get some block next turn. Okay. Whenever you play an attack, take damage. So playing a skewer will damage us. Other enemies, it's whenever it receives attack damage. But we can do that. Do we want to take 2 damage to gain 1 dexterity? I'm gonna say yes. I think that'll help us out a lot as we go through the fight here. Alright, draw me some defense. If I play Neutralize Shiv, I take 2 damage, but then I have dexterity to play... No, I don't. Defend Survivor blocks for 15. Yeah, let's see what it's got. Well, that's free. I'm a fool. I don't do things good. I make mistakes in the neighborhood. Anyway, let's get our decks. Dead branch runs are so weird, because every turn you gotta think about new cards you just didn't expect to have. Alright, defend blocks pretty well here. So we're gonna skip the choke, but let's quick slash and see if we get something we like better. We got a backflip. Ooh, a Noxious Fumes would be pretty tasty. But I think we want to keep our health relatively high. This turn, we really want to get some decks going. Well, a lot of flechettes. It's going to do a big attack next turn, and I'm not sure that we're going to split, so let's get our dodge and roll started. Okay. And discard... Yeah, it's 18 health. These deal 10 each. I mean, that's 23 health. So yeah, we can totally split here. This time we will Sneaky Strike properly. This game just loves to give me Sneaky Strike, apparently. And then we'll just deal 20 damage. So that's a very nice split. Alright. Do Noxious Fumes. Neutralize doesn't seem to have much benefit for us. We've got a pretty good hand next turn. We got, worst case scenario, we get like 3 attacks and then card draw. So we're always fine next turn. We've got our poison started. These block very nicely. Okay. I'm fine leaving this here. Next turn we get a backflip when it attacks for 20. And we've got 4 dexterity, and it just keeps getting more dexterity. We could burst a backflip. Can't really see the point. Alright, looking pretty good on this fight. Get some decks, probably get a split here. But we don't have to. If we did, though, we would do Flechettes, Die, Finisher. It's a pretty good split. We can do this. So then it's, do we want to split it this turn? Ooh, or we could get another Noxious Fumes going. Get a really nice split next turn. I'm into that. Yeah, you're not attacking for 36, buddy. Not happening. I like that hand next turn, so let's not draw and discard anything. Then we get our dex. We're at 7 dexterity now. I think we're doing pretty fine. Alright. And that's the Guardian fight. Ta-da! Get a new potion. I mean, see a Wraith form, pick a Wraith form, I think is how this game works most of the time. We don't need another Afterimage, we don't need another Tools of the Trade, and we always need more Wraith form. Velvet Choker seems pretty bad. Energy, but you can't play more than 6 cards. Energy, but you can't see enemy intents. Not a fan, usually. Our deck... It's good for a deck that wants to do the same thing every turn no matter what. Like a deck that can generate a lot of block and a lot of damage every turn. Doesn't care what the enemies are doing. That's not our deck. We have Dead Branch, so we have a bunch of random specific cards that we want to play to meet our needs. And Slaver's Collar facilitates elite hunting, which our Massive Healing kind of also facilitates. So let's do that. We like campfires, we like elites. So there's a campfire elite shop. We could go to a bunch of elites, or just some events, an elite, a campfire. Other options are shop, campfire elite, campfire, campfire. I like starting this way. We can do, I think we could do a super. We are a little slow. It's the one thing. See if we can get another power. I don't really care about playing extra strikes here. We did not, and we drew through a bunch of these things that also aren't powers. Okay, we got our Afterimage active, so I'm glad we drew that far. Dead Branch generated a Wraith form, which will come in handy later. Let's just block here. Next turn, we could just Wraith form if we wanted to. And we could still gain a dex. Bullet time, don't mind if I do. So we lose 1 dex every turn, but also we can gain dex pretty good. And let's just keep taking off those artifact charges. Masterful Stab is a nice freebie. Alright, now we are no longer intangible. Our dex is back to neutral. And what do you know, we can be intangible again if we want to. I think that seems like a pretty good option here. So now it's not allowed to hit us for another couple turns. Our dex is starting to go negative, but I think we can deal with that. Get it down to 2 health. It is going to block. Our dex is going down a bit. If I just play Crippling Cloud, it dies. So I'm going to do that. Good fight. Very unusual fight, as every fight will be with Dead Branch. Colorless Potion is actually often going to exhaust. We don't have any AoE in our deck, and I think we need some sort of AoE to deal with things like Slavers. I don't super want to take an unupgraded Dagger Spray at this point, though. Slice is upgraded, and it's decent with Kunai. The problem with taking 0-cost attacks is you worry about running out of cards in your hand, but the nice thing about Dead Branch is it helps us get cards. We're not going to a shop for a while, so I cannot afford that curse. This could be a shop. but it's not. Alright. We're getting heat. Let's find out what colorless potion we can get. Panache would help a lot, but blind also just blocks for 6 right now. Panache is great if we can get it going. We can always play 3 cards with infinite blades, so then all it takes is to draw, neutralize, or slice. I'm gonna give it a shot. Block for what we can, take 7, and then hopefully kill one of them this turn. Okay, give me something good. Ooh, a deflect. I'm into it. Alright, so we did not kill one of them, but we did get a panache hit off, and that's going to help a lot. So now this one's at 6 health. So we just need to play our cards in other directions. And we got a neutralize, so we can 1, 2, 3. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't think we need to Wraith form. We don't have enough 1-cost cards to do it. There we go. And we got a skewer. Alright, fight should be pretty well dealt with at this point, as long as we draw anything worth having. And we did. Good fight. Endless Agony, it's 0 energy, it's 2 hits for kunai, and it exhausts twice. I think we're going for it. It adds 2 random cards to our hand. Would you rather play choke or dodge and roll? We can also just get a dex. Getting a dex seems like the best thing we can do this turn. So now we've got our infinite blades going, we've got a dex happening, and now we get a bunch of new cards. Alright, bullet time will be nice. Not an amazing bullet time, but it's the one we've got. I might want to play the top 3 here just to block. Let's give it a shot. Survivor, discard and expertise, defend and after image. Cool. Now we just take 2 here. I'm pretty okay with that. We have an accuracy for what it's worth. Wraith form seem good. We can dagger throw and discard the tactician, and then we can still play the Wraith form. Now we are fully blocked. I would love to build up some more potions, I'll say that. Choke into some attacks here seems nice. I could play Quick Slash, but I could also get a random skill. So this does 11 damage. This does 6, but we get to play a random skill. I like random skills. Plus, this thing is hardly actually going to get through that block. And Bouncing Flask is better. Cool. Alright, our dex is down to 1 again, but its health is down to 0? Question mark? Alright. Good fight. Get a new potion, we like those. Discarding cards for energy is almost interesting, but I don't think we draw enough for that. And a Flying Knee is nice, just front-loaded damage, but I think we're good on that front. As long as we get the things we like to have. Cool, we get both our powers and a dex. I'm happy with that. Just get started on this one as usual. Save the Wraith form for later. Alright. We could choke this turn, but I think I like to play some other things. So we will shuffle some Dazes into our deck, but that's actually not so bad, because at the end of our turn, those exhaust and give us cards on the following turn. This is kind of Youchy. I'm into a malaise here, but I'm probably more into killing that. See, defend blocks 8. Malaise makes that weak, which reduces its... Okay, so first its attack would go down to 30 from losing 1 strength, and then it would lose 7, or down to 23, or 7 and a bit down to 22, so that blocks 8 also. Then it gives a permanent -1 strength. So we'll do this, and... Oh, these are both X cost, I can't do that. Okay, well we'll just kill this thing. Killing that thing is important. So we take 3. I guess I could have played the malaise for nothing, just to block 1 more. Applying some weak could be nice, but I'd rather draw another defend. But if I just Crippling Cloud and defend, that blocks for another 10, so I'm at 11, and it's weak. It's pretty safe. So we take 2. We still need to get started actually destroying this thing, but the Dazes are going to give us so many cards. So then we can burst a backflip. Or better yet, we can do this, get the dexterity first, and then burst the backflip. And look at all these cards we get next turn. Alright, I think we are through the fight. I mean, it's still at more than half health, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. Prepared lets us sneaky strike for free. Defend blocks a lot now. I don't think we need the Wraith form anymore. Let's just do some harming. Alright. Next turn ought to be pretty good. And it is. There we go. Flex Potion. Take a Catalyst. We don't have any poison in our deck, but we often get some. But can't we just get a... If that's our reasoning, you know, maybe we get a Catalyst when we need it too. What's our boss? Guardian. Not Guardian, Bronze Automaton. I don't know if our deck has a way to kill or block against Bronze Automaton. It has Wraith form, so I don't think we need to grab the Hail Mary just yet. We could heal for a bunch, but an upgrade could do a lot. Upgrade Wraith form? Yeah, we upgrade Wraith form. 2 intangible to 3 intangible is a big increase on value. Alright. And, oh, we finally get 4 energy. It feels so nice. These things are kind of annoying to take out, aren't they? I mean, I could play a turn 1 Wraith form, but we're not getting attacked that bad. I'd like to Flex Potion on a turn where we're doing more attacks. 17, 23. If we Flex Potion, we could kill one of them. Kind of a bummer Flex Potion. But I don't know what we're going to do otherwise. So then we just take 23. We have a Slice, we have an Endless Agony, we're about to get an Infinite Blades in play. Let's save the Flex Potion. Okay, we get a Dex. I think the Infinite Blades is more important than 6 health. And making that weak was really nice. Alright. Let's get started on destroying one of these. It is going to buff its strength a lot, but we can block for a bunch. New plan. Maybe we just Bouncing Flask? I don't know if that was the right play. I think that might have been a mistake play that I should not have done. I don't think we can get Dex fast enough to deal with the strength it gains, is one issue I see. But I don't see a hugely better option than just try and hope. Super Elite with the extra health is spooky. What are our card draws? Our card draws are Big Flex Potion. Okay. So 13, and then 9 is times, so these are 27, and then this makes it 40. So that takes out that one. Might want to take out this one since we buffed its strength. That's also 0 energy, so then we can skewer 3 times to kill that. If we after image, this all blocks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is not enough. It's exactly not enough. Let's get started on this one. I'd rather play a bigly buffed defend than an after image right now, unfortunately. I'd like to skewer and kill this, but it probably makes more sense to just block. You know what? Actually, let's do after image and 3 block cards. Should have done that in the first place. So we'll take being attacked for 43, so we take 17. That's okay. We have a Wraith form. I don't know if it's really the turn for it. Let's kill this thing. Okay. So if we skewer for 3 energy, that obviously dies. If we choke, it costs 2 energy, so it has to deal more than 20 damage. So we choke, and then we play 1, 2, 3 other cards. It deals 21. So just barely better. So we can actually play 4 more cards if we want. So if we just do a strike here. Tools of the Trade instead of Unload. Yeah, I think the power is worth doing. Okay, so it has summoned. This actually seems like a decent turn to get Venom going. Get working on this one before it can do its big attack. Get some block for next turn. Our dex is up to 5, which is a start. its strength is up to 10, which is a little spooky. Can we kill this one? 9, 17, 21, and it has 33. So even if we did this, 27 does not kill it. Even with the poison from playing attacks. So let's draw some cards. Take another after image, probably. Now we do die here, is one issue that does happen. We maybe got a little overconfident heading into this super late. But we did what we could. Okay. Call that a pretty nice entertainment. And I'll move on to the next one. But for you, this is the end of the video, so bye.